What if your body was a gift and contribution to your life and not something that you've been stuck with? What if your body could change quickly and easily? Right Body for You will inspire you and show you a different way of creating the body and the life you truly desire. Now here's your host, Donnielle.
And welcome everyone. This is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. Each week we talk about bodies. And, a lot of people do ask me about the name Right Body for You. Like, what the heck does that mean? And I did a full show on it, and if you want to check it out in the archive sometimes, it's a lot of fun. But it isn't so much about the right body or what this reality would call the right body. Because with the right body tends to try to come a lot of judgment. Well, my body would be nice if it looked like this, or my body would be nice if it had this health level, if I could do, 1,000 sit-ups or something insane like that, then you have the right body. And, and Right Body for You isn't actually about that. Right Body for You is really about what if you have the right body for you. Because you must have created it the way it is, size, shape, health level, because you chose to somewhere. And somewhere it is working for you. And these are some of the things we like to explore. And, that's an interesting energy that comes up when I said that the current body you have is working for you in some way. And why I talk about the energy is Right Body for You is actually a part of Access Consciousness. Access Consciousness is a pragmatic set of tools and techniques that help you change any area of your life, because what it does is it works on the energetic level. If we could have thought our way out of it, we would have, and in the meantime, we think and think and think and think and think, and nothing happens, and then we get frustrated, and then we get ornery, and then, it just gets so much more fun from that point on. And so with the Access Consciousness tools, what it does is it allows us to change the energy, the blocks, the energetic blocks that don't really tend to have words, that are actually keeping the insanities in place, keeping the no change in place or things like that. And so this is why when I said that the bodies that you have created are working for you in some way, it was really interesting, the energy that comes up. It was kind of like what? Excuse me? And it's like, well, what if your body, the way it is actually working for you? If it's facilitating the life, whether it be the life of possibility or the life of limitations that you're actually choosing. Okay? So these are some of the fun things we get to play with each week. We get to explore, and I love doing the show. I have so much fun with it. It's good to be back on the radio after a hiatus of a couple of years. I've actually been doing radio for more than half of my life. My mother did a health talk radio show for 27 years, and I was with her for a lot of those years. I started off Saturday mornings answering the phones, screening callers, and watching her run the board. And, they've been doing radio for a long time, so it's fun to be back. It's fun to be back on, and it is N.FM, having a great time. All right, so today's topic, it makes me laugh. I couldn't wait for it. It's like, because when me and my producer, Christine, go through these things, we tend to laugh. Oh, and it's so much fun. I pre-recorded the show for the laughter one. What if you could laugh your ass off? And we had a good time. And every time Christine and I plan the radio shows, we just laugh and have a good time. So this one, the words are, for today's show, feel that? Oh, no, your body did. But the inflection makes it so much funner. Because what it really is like, feel that? Oh, no, that's right, your body did. Okay. This is the topic that we're exploring today, is how often we actually tend to put feelings onto our body, and how much that tends to actually create a problem in our body. And as again, as I was saying at the beginning of the show about how much we talk about the energetic level of things, the energetic, energetic limitations, the energetic blocks, or the energy that we're being or moving around us, our body is actually always listening to this. And so when we do this feeling, we tend to confuse our bodies a little bit. So this is why I want to have a show about it, to really kind of bring it out. And what's interesting is in preparing for the show, it's kind of like, the way Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness and creator of Right Body for You and everything, he says it basically simply in two sentences. He says, your body feels, okay? Hold on. What we try to do is we try to put emotions onto our bodies, okay? And so if you listen to any of the past shows, what we ask for, we do questions and then we ask for awarenesses. We ask questions and we look for perceiving things, okay? And we also talk about you, the infinite being, compared to you, the body, okay? Because so many of us misidentify we as our body or our bodies as us, okay? And there is a difference, okay? Because as an infinite being, you have been, you are, and you will be, all right? I don't care what religion you follow, what you believe in past lives or the preexistence or hell afterwards or heaven afterwards or anything, even atheists tend to do this. Well, we go back to just into that nothingness or whatever. So it's like, as an infinite being, we have been, we are, and we will be. Okay? And then we have our bodies. Okay? Our bodies is this amazing, amazing awareness mechanism that's constantly giving us information for everything that's going on around us, for everything that's going on around. So it's telling us what's going on for it, for the earth, for us, the infinite being, for other infinite beings, for other bodies. It's really, 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 really quite dynamic. Okay, so everywhere. So here's an example of the Access Consciousness verbal processing. Everywhere you've misidentified you or your body is you, would you be willing to destroy it and create that? Whew, thank you. Right, wrong, good, bad, BIPOC, all night, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay? And so with this, we tend to think of ourselves as only our body, as this limited thing. It's like, well, we, the infinite being, are so much more than that. Okay? And as an infinite being, you perceive, know, be, and receive. Okay? So like Gary Douglas says, the body feels, the infinite being perceives, knows, bees, and receives. Okay? I know we have a question right quick, and then we're going to get more into this. Kathleen, are you there?
I am. I'm here. This is Kathleen in Oregon.
Hello. Hello, my
fun
dear.
to be able to call you and be live.
I know. I love it. Thank you for coming on live.
Yeah. My radio shows at 6 a.m., so not very many people come on live at 6 a.m. But
oh my
so
gosh.
my question related to this is, I get there in theory that judgment isn't real, but when I'm around people that are judging me, it seems like I really feel it in my body. Do you know what I mean? So people are judging me, and then it feels real because my body notices it and contracts or whatever. So it feels like judgment is real. Do you know what I mean?
No, I totally do. Okay. Yes. And this, Kathleen, thank you for asking. This is a great example of the confusion and what we actually get into with all this. Because as you've heard before, like I said a couple of minutes ago, and I know you've heard a lot, is our body is an amazing awareness organism, right? It's constantly giving us information. And so what if instead of this our body, okay, so as I was really looking at delineating the difference between feeling and sensing and things like that, okay? And the original definition, you guys will find this interesting, the original definition of feel is to touch or to grope, okay? And so it has a lot of that tactile thing going on, okay? A feeling is something like your body feels pain, your body feels warmth, your body feels coolness. And as Kathleen was saying, she's like, well, I contract and I get flushed or, you know, whatever when people are judging. And so it makes it feel like that judgment is real. And this is why I wanted to bring clarity and awareness to this part, is we tend to do that where it's because we feel it in our body, it must be true. But what actually is not is our body is just giving us the information of what's going on for it, okay? Our body is actually just kind of like interpreting the energy around it. And then oftentimes when we have that awareness, we tend to try to lock that into our body, okay? Everything that brought up, everything where we go, well, because I feel it, it must be true. I feel it, and so the more intense it is, it has to be mine. Truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC on ice, voicemail. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you're still unmuted. I didn't know what the folks were doing. All right, so cool. So, Kathleen, when somebody is judging you, or when you think somebody is judging you, what occurs for you? Like, really, like, okay, first off, take everything that just came up and make it infinite, okay? Expand it out.
Yeah.
And for those who are listening, you don't have to visualize anything or whatever. It's energy. You just ask it for it to happen, and it will. Okay? So take all of that and expand it out. Okay. So do you have, like, a last time that you felt somebody was judging you?
Yeah, just last night when I was dancing, I walked up to somebody who I used to date just to try to say hello and be friendly, and he kind of tried to pretend I wasn't there. You know?
Oh, how sweet is he?
Awkward, very awkward moment, and
yeah.
And
okay.
And so it was only slightly awkward last night, but this morning I woke up and I could just feel it. I think I'm aware of his body, so I've been asking who does this belong to. But when people say judgment isn't real, I can kind of get that. But then when I'm so aware of it, like you said, you know, just using the tools to expand out and
okay, so
I'm trapped in that.
I'm going to ask you to kind of walk down a path with me. And for those who are listening, I know Kathleen, so I know she'll let me, basically. So, all right. So take the time when you had that because, you know, we're looking at how your body is perceiving this or feeling it, and how you're perceiving it, feeling it, or what's going on, the difference between the two, okay? And so take that time, and all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions, all of the feeling stupid, all of the everything, or inadequacy, or anything that comes up that is that emotion, okay?
Yeah.
And you guys, feelings and emotions are two different things. This is why I talked about the feelings having the tactile, okay? So everywhere we've misidentified feelings and emotions and feelings, would you guys be willing to destroy and uncreate all that?
Yes.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shores, boys, and beyond. Okay, cool. So all the thought, feelings, and emotions, destroy and uncreate that, make that infinite. Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, all nine shores, boys, and beyond. Okay. So close your eyes for me a second, Kathleen.
Yeah.
And in that moment, what at that morning when you woke up this morning, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so truth, first thing that comes to your mind, what did you become aware of? Okay, and everywhere trying to think it through. Destroy and uncreate that, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, luck, on nice, boys, beyond.
Let's see, I became aware of, like, first that I woke up early, so I was aware of him that way, and then this kind of contraction around people being mean, like that's how the conclusion I guess I went to, but this kind of contraction in my body of like, ooh, it feels yucky when people are mean, you know?
Right. Okay, so everything that is, this is a great example. Thank you so much. Everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, luck, on nice, boys, and beyond. Okay. So I'm going to ask you to do it in two different ways. So truth, what did you, the infinite being, become aware of? What did you perceive? And second, what was your body telling you?
I think my body was telling me that I was aware of him, but
cool.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So everything that is, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, luck, on nice, boys, and beyond. So, yes, and this is where we do this. We have a moment. It's like, oh, crap. He could have woke up feeling stupid, being a doo-doo head, honestly.
Yeah.
And let's hope so. Okay. So our body becomes aware of the shift in energy, okay? And it's like and our bodies are really aware of other people's bodies as well with feelings, okay? How does his body feel this morning, okay? It's often your body's telling you how his body felt this morning also, okay? And so I'll say straight out, every time you feel a contraction and your body goes, and it kind of contracts, what it's doing is just giving you the information, and it's giving you the information in ways that you can perceive it and understand it. Okay? So everything that is, everywhere we're trying to figure this out cognitively, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all that?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, luck, on night, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay. Kathleen, we're going to take a quick little break. Would you be willing to hang on here for a minute during the break, and then we can come back?
Sure.
All right, cool. All right, thanks, honey. All right, and I'm so grateful that Kathleen is willing to be vulnerable enough with this and look at it, because, this is really where we start to get into this place where it's like, well, I feel it, so it must be true, or it's really intense, or I feel nothing, so nothing's going on, okay? What instead is like you're becoming aware of so much. All of us are becoming aware of so much, and our bodies are giving us so much information all the time that oftentimes our bodies can hurt, okay? And that does have a feeling to it, all right? So, we're going to take a quick little break, and when we come back, we're going to explore this a little bit more and talk. We're going to talk about Kathleen's body, because you know what? She has one, and she actually likes it. And we're going to see what we can shift and change with this. All right. So, all right, this is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. We're on A2Zen.fm, and we will be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body, and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What if you really do change molecules by your interaction with them? What if the change you've been looking for is right before your eyes? What if the uncomfortableness that comes with difference could be fun? What if the closed-minded people of the world no longer determined our world? What if gratitude trumps judgment every time? What if your kindness healed the world? What if the earth is asking for your help? And what if you had the resources to give it? This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Picasso, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Aristotle all knew to be true. Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. What if there are no dumb questions, or any question too large? What if you being you are the gift and the change this world requires? Is now the time? For more questions to create a change in your world, sign up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. My gift to you, beingyouclass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at a2zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back. This is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. Welcome back to the show. I am your body tour guide and your laugh partner. We tend to have fun on the show. And I have a show coming up in a couple weeks. I know. At least I have fun. You know, people ask me all the time. They're like, "How was class?" I'm like, "I had fun." I do a show in a couple weeks called "Can You Literally Laugh Your Ass Off?" And we go into it about, you know, and it's really kind of fun to look at this because with the bodies, you know, the body's ways of communicating with us tends to be with those physical sensations. Okay, it's like okay. Sometimes I try to go to the end of a sentence before I say the beginning of the sentence, and so the beginning of the yes, exactly. The beginning of the sentence is, you know, bodies tend to talk to us in a very physical way. So it's like if somebody's knee hurts, oftentimes you can feel it in your own knee. You know, and again, these are the feelings. These are, you know, the original definition of feel was to touch or to grope, which personally I like that the original definition was to grope. I mean, how fun is that? It's like, okay, grope each other, have a good time. But we tend to try to put emotions onto. We tend to try to put emotions onto our bodies. Okay, and what I mean by that, you know, our emotions tend to be anger, anxiety, depression, and things like that, or, you know, even happiness if we look at that. But our bodies tend to have absolutely no point of view. And so it does its best way of communicating with us. And usually the first way our body communicates with us is through that physical tactile thing. Because a lot of magic is possible with our bodies. You know, I perceive a day when we can instantly, you know, like right now I am a short white woman. I could totally see someday I could go, you know what, right now I want to be a 6 foot tall black man. Boom. Possible. You know, but for right now we tend to have our bodies as a little bit more of a physical entity with us. And so how does our body communicate with us that way? Oftentimes, and especially as we're rebuilding this communication, it does come through those physical things, pain, intensity, contraction, okay, and things like that. And oftentimes it's, and sometimes it's really intense, especially if it's involving another person, Kathleen, like you and I are talking about, because with it's involving your universe, other people's universes, your body, other people's bodies. And so we have this multi-layered levels of communication going on, okay? I am also going to assume that this was a gentleman that you had physical, intimate relations with prior to this time. Yes. You like how I went old school there? I was in London for a little while, so it's like old school, you know. And so
we have touch. Yes, we have touch.
Yes. Well, and what's interesting with that is our bodies actually remember other bodies as well, and so in an example like this, like Kathleen's providing us, it's like besides the emotion of, oh my gosh, it's a guy I used to date and I'm trying to be cool. And just that word, I'm trying to be cool, or however, you put it, it's like, well, I'll try. Really? Try is one of those fun words. Try to stand up. You either do or you don't. And this is where we start with emotions, okay? And so one of the layers in this kind of example about the communication with the bodies is your body actually remembers being with his body, okay? His body actually has no point of view also. And so in times like this, you and his body are going, hey, I remember you. We used to copulate, right? We used to, touch and grope and feel each other. That's kind of fun, cool. And it's like, I know, but our infinite beings are, having conflict with each other. Oh, man, And it was really interesting because we never tend to think about that level of communication because, when my mom died, I was feeling it in my body a lot. I'm like, my body, I'm just so sad. And Gary Douglas actually helped me through this. And he's like, well, your bodies get used to a chemical exchange, an energetic exchange. And so when that leaves, like my mother died, my body was actually missing that input. And so that's where actually some of this weirdness actually does come in, is because your body was remembering his body, okay? So everywhere we've taken that level of communication, that level of remembrance, or that level of, golly, what's the word I'm trying to see right now? That level of the level of communication. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that, please?
Yeah.
Familiarity. There we go. Familiarity. Okay. So everything that is destroyed and uncreated. Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, pocket, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay. And, okay. And so then what's interesting, okay, so that's one level that is going on with your body. Okay. And then the other level, it's like, so is it possible, when you woke up this morning, you checked into, or last night or whatever, you checked into this reality and was like, oh my gosh, I was so dumb, or oh my gosh, I was so bad that he rejected me, or what he prepared to reject it, or anything like that? Did you have kind of that crazy head going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so what happened? Yeah. I only know this because I've never done anything like that. No. I never check back into the crazy of this reality. Anyways, yeah. So what's fun with this is when we do that, then we start to do this whole, our universe. It's like our sphere of awareness. Every time, and at this point, who's judging you? You or him? This morning, who was judging you? You or him? I'm sorry?
Probably I was judging me. Because it felt like all my joy had been sucked away, and I'm like, so I was judging me for letting that happen or something. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. I was judging me for letting that happen. And so what we tend to do is, what's interesting is we tend to pull in our awareness. Okay. We actually kind of begin contracting our universe into itself. And so with that, what does our body do? it also goes, hey, contracting the universe, are you feeling this? Are you being aware of this? I'm feeling it. Are you being aware of it? Okay? And so oftentimes it can actually hurt our body. And then that's when we start to go, oh, well, this must be true, and we lock it into our body. Okay? And so, and this is where a lot of the pain and stuff comes in. So what I would suggest for you and anybody else, next time you get into this, it's like you want to ask, truth, what am I, the infinite being, becoming aware of, or what am I perceiving right now? And then as much as it might not be fun, or what this reality would call as fun, and might actually have some uncomfortable moments or clarity, in that next time, or right now, Kathleen, I want you to expand out your awareness again with no judgment, no point of view, okay? And what's interesting is that should actually help you create some more of that space within your body, because then your body's going, oh, okay, our universe is expanding again. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah. So it's not so much that the judgment was real, but it was that we were allowing us to contract our universe, to contract our awareness, because it's like, well, I don't want to become aware of this anymore because I might find something out I don't like, or I might, hurt, or I might be uncomfortable. Okay?
Yeah.
So everything that is truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that, please?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, on ice, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay. Sometimes it's fun to do that first step before, a lot of the other tools that we have. Somebody on the chat room explained, who does this belong to? Absolutely. But I would also suggest doing that expansion just simply because when we, and this tends to happen, folks, when we feel we've become stupid for whatever reason, or we did something wrong, or we made a mistake. It tends to be a lot of, for whatever reason, the negative, quote unquote, negative things in this reality that make us contract and focus. And every time we contract and focus, we start to lose awareness, and our body actually starts to feel contracted as well, and it starts to hurt. Okay. So, and everywhere you've misidentified, misimplied, uncomfortable with a body problem, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, on ice, shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do, Kathleen, and everybody from now on, I want you to kind of look at this. It's like, and this kind of feels like a higher level body class, but here we go. Let's try this. So with the whole, okay, so you become aware of this, and if you were totally vulnerable and had no judgment of yourself, and you expand out, your awareness, and it's like, okay, so you become, you might become uncomfortable. And right now, my body feels uncomfortable because I'm actually perceiving your universe and other people's universe around, okay? But while I'm perceiving this uncomfortable in my body, I can also perceive space within my body, so I'm not locking it up. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is next time you're into this, expand it out and go, body, talk to your body. Body, is there something wrong, or are you giving me information? Information about, something else that's going on. Okay, because when I look at this, for me, I still have space in my body. I can feel the contraction. And when I expand out the awareness, my body's still telling me, but I have space. Okay, there is a difference. Awareness is there's so many facets and so many layers to it. So everywhere we have decided and judged that awareness is just one thing, one layered, flat, 2D. Truth, would you guys be willing to destroy and uncreate that?
Yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay. So, Kathleen, how is your body feeling right now? And I ask feel intentionally, not you, the infinite being. How is your body feeling with expanding out and that kind of stuff?
That was helpful, and now I'm like sleepy. I could just take a nap.
Well,
probably because my body just wants to take a rest from this stuff,
Right. Well, and you woke up early. You said it's 6 a.m.
Yeah.
There you woke up early. So yeah. And so
yeah.
and sometimes that. And thank you for being vulnerable and saying that, because sometimes that can't actually happen because your body goes, okay, good. You're just listening to me. I don't have to be as intense with this, because you guys, there's totally a time when you don't actually have to feel all the awarenesses through your body. Okay, and that's when we start getting to our knowing. And everywhere you want to self-judge was like, not just you, Kathleen, everybody, including myself, those times when we go, it's like, well, I thought I was better than this. But you know what? There's a lot of crap. I mean, none of us know what's the full story of going on with Kathleen, but you can feel there's a lot of crap there going on. Okay? So, everywhere you want to self-judge is like, I thought I was better than this. Give yourself a break and use the tools. Okay? That's what they're there for. And it's like, thank you, body, for the awareness. All right. So everything that is destroy and uncreate. Right, real good, bad, all night shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, so thank you, Kathleen, for coming on and being vulnerable and asking the questions. And it's a great example of how our body is showing us something, feeling it. And so then we go into that, oh, crap. Well, then it must be true. Okay. And then,
thanks so much, Tanya.
Sure. And one more thing, just because I have you on the phone. So, and all of the projections, expectations, rejections, and judgments from him that he may be even doing to himself or just being a big turd about, truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate those, return to sender?
Yes. Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. Anything doesn't allow you to have total clarity and ease with the situation. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it?
Yes, yes.
Wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. And all of the causal realities. You guys remember all the shows in June were about causal reality. So all of the causal realities of, I ran into a boyfriend, therefore I must feel this way. I ran into a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend, and he did this, so I have to feel this. With truth, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate all of the causal realities and incarcerations, inculcations, incongruities, and incarnations, please?
Yes, 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 yes.
Cool. Right, real good, bad, apocalypse, night shorts, boys, and beyond. All right, so folks, that was an example of a quick and dirty verbal processing that I just kind of threw all over Kathleen. So thank you, Kathleen. We're gonna. I appreciate you taking the time and calling in.
Yeah,
all right,
thanks,
have a good one.
Tanya.
All right,
bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, so we're going to take another little break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about, shockingly, feelings and emotions and bodies and stuff like that. And I'm going to read the chat room during the break. There's been a lot of comments, and all I keep reading is one that says, Donnielle, I'm so busted, which just cracks me up. I want to know what I busted her on. All right, so and thank you again, Kathleen, for the vulnerability. That was just amazing. All right, so this is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. We're on A2Zen.fm, and we'll be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What would you say if I told you that you could change your life in only 1 hour and all while lying down relaxing? Thousands of people all over the world have. What am I talking about? It's called Access Consciousness, the bars. The bars is an energetic body process that contains 32 different points on your head that when run assist you in releasing decisions about any area of your life that you have made solid and as a result cannot change. The bars is the first class in Access Consciousness, a dynamic set of tools and information designed to transform any area of your life. When you have a bars session, the worst that can happen is you feel like you had a fantastic massage. The best thing that can happen is your whole life could change. Go to accessconsciousness.com today to find a facilitator to schedule a private session or to find a bars class in your area. Are you willing to give yourself an hour to change your life?
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at a2zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. This is Donnielle. I am your body tutor guide through the land of thoughts, feelings, emotions, feeling and perceiving today. Today we're talking about, did you feel that? Oh, no, your body did. Okay? Because we tend to do that a lot. We tend to put on our body the feelings. Well, it's like when we do this, when we try to this is me having so much to say at the same time that none of the words are coming out. Anybody else have that brain stall? Yep. All right. So, who feels? You or your body. And remember, when we're talking about feeling, it's that more of that physical thing, okay? The word feel, the original definition is to touch or to grope. And you all know I like the groping part. And so there is a difference in, like, even feelings, okay? This is why I am so grateful and that the original language is energy. You know, I like words. I'm a wordsmith. I'm a writer. I have a good time with it. I'm always looking up the original words. And what's interesting is it's like, okay, so this is the original definition of feel. And then it also goes into feelings. And feelings in this reality tends to be happy, anger, sadness, joy, and those kind of things. And we've made those so valuable that we tend to do that as definition of who we be, okay? And I know I have done this massively in the past. Oh, I don't know, maybe even yesterday. You never know. Trust me, guys, I use the tools. I use the tools every day, all day long. I use the tools, and I'm so grateful for them. And, and it's interesting, small interjection here. It's like, I hear from a lot of people, it's like, well, I had to use the tools. I should have been beyond this. Are you freaking kidding me? Our lives have so much around it and so much actually going on that the tools are a gift to be used. So everywhere you've bought or thought or created that it's a weakness to use the tools, or that you're misrepresenting yourself. I don't know whose universe that is. You're misrepresenting yourself if you do use the tools. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, flip-flop, all night shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay? So we've made all of these feelings, quote-unquote, valuable in this reality. Okay? And it's almost like when we have these feelings or emotions, it tells us who we are, how we are, okay? Because we do that, it's like, oh, you know what, I have to be happy because then I'm a happy person and people love being around me because I'm just a happy person. Or, but you know what, if I'm a sad person, people won't want to be around me, or I can't be an angry person or anything like that. And so what we tend to do is we tend to lock these into our bodies, okay? And when we ask questions, we're actually looking for the awareness in what we're perceiving, okay? And so when we're I hear this a lot with verbal processing of access, which consists of a question, and then you go to, well, how does that make you feel? Okay? And we still use this a lot because it's talking to what this reality is. Well, I feel this way. And what you're actually doing is you're perceiving, or you're becoming aware of something, which is why I asked Kathleen, it's like, okay, what were you becoming aware of what was your body telling you? Okay? Because you're becoming aware, you're not feeling it. And then so what does the body do? Feel sadness. I feel sad. I feel light. Okay, light. This is your body. Light. Feel light. Okay, is that light? No, that's not light. Okay. Oh no, you mean your big toe throbbing is not light. Okay, wait. Let me give you another. Let me give you something else. Let me give you another feel. Light. Feel light. Feel light. Feel light. The hair standing up on the back of your neck. No, that's not feel light. Okay, do that. And so your body goes into these things where you're trying to, because what you're doing is you're perceiving, you're becoming aware. Your body feels. Okay, and so next time, ask. You can do it. I still say in classes and stuff, well, how does that make you feel, or what are you feeling? Because honestly, I do a lot of intros, and they would lock me up in a loony bin and go, what language are you speaking? If I go, well, what are you perceiving? If I haven't explained perceiving or the difference, okay? So, but as you guys are listening to the show, you become more aware of this languaging, the words and languaging and the energies behind them that are actually creating your body and your life. And so next time, be very, 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 very aware of the words feel and feeling and emotions and stuff like that. And so instead of like, oh, what am I feeling right now? Actually stop and go, okay, wait, what am I becoming aware of? Okay, what am I perceiving? And thank you, body, for assisting me with that awareness, okay? Because your body's constantly giving information for what's going on for it, and it tends to do that in that very physical, tactile way at the beginning. I receive a lot of information from my body in a knowing now, okay, or in gentle ease, because like some of the energy that was coming up when we were talking with Kathleen and from the people listening to the call now and in the future, there was a lot of energy on that. And in the past, my body would have assisted me with that awareness by a lot of like pain in my body. Feel it, right? But now that I have more willingness to have that communication with my body, when my body does give me those, assist me with those awarenesses, for me it just felt like a tightening, but I also had that space still because I didn't buy it as mine, which I've done a whole couple shows on who does it belong to. Please, please, please check those out. It'd be kind of a companion to the show, would really help with things. Okay, so what am I perceiving? What am I becoming aware of? Or what am I aware of? And one of my favorites, what energy, space, and consciousness can I be to have total clarity and ease with this? Okay. And, and honestly, just saying thank you, body, for the awareness, or thank you, body, for assisting me on this. Thank you, body, for feeling that. So grateful. Can we do it easier now? Okay. So everything that brings up, would you be willing to surrender and create it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, flip, on ice, boys, males. Okay. Because when you're actually asking a question, you're not looking for the feeling. You're looking for the awareness. You're looking for what you're perceiving. Okay. And when we put emotions onto our bodies, that's when we start to lock up. That's when we start to actually create a lot of disease in our body, which is really interesting, okay? All right, so I know we're down to like 4.5 minutes, which just floors me. I can't believe this went so fast. So please check it out. Ask, what am I becoming aware of? What am I perceiving? Okay? Every time, just become aware of the word. When you use it, feel. Is it a feel or is it an awareness? Okay? And I also really want to invite you guys to two things coming up really quickly. Is the myths about bodies we learned as children telecall series. I love the energy around this telecall. I get all bubbly and excited, and so please check it out. It's a quick 3-part teleseries. Boom, boom, boom. 3 days in a row. You get recordings. You get the clearing loops. I think we're going to have a good time. And it's like, well, what if you could create your body from choice instead of the effect of things? You know, it's that cause reality, that cause and effect thing that we've been talking about all month. Okay? And you can go to DonnielleCarter.accessconsciousness.com. Check it out. Sign up. Because we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So it's called Myths About Bodies We Learned as Children. So check it out. And then also, Right Body for You workshop coming up in India. Not this weekend, but next weekend, or the weekend after that. After the main trannies class and after the advanced body class in Copenhagen, in Mumbai, India. I'm going to have so much fun with that. I love doing the Right Body for You workshops. And then I also have a Right Body for You workshop in Houston, Texas in September. And I'm very excited about that one as well. It feels like we're going to have a big party there. Please check it out. I have a lot of fun in the workshops, you guys. I have a lot of fun on the telecalls. You know, and like, you know, we were talking with Kathleen a little bit here. We're going to have a show coming up. It's like, okay, so what does using the tools actually look like? And I'm going to take somebody from the beginning of a session through a full hour. And we're going to spend the entire hour with that person and just see where it goes. And so we're gonna have a lot of fun with that, because this is the fun for me. This is the joy. This is the workshops. This is like helping people shift and change things and see different possibilities with their body, to create ease with their body, to have fun with their body. I know fun with bodies is a strange concept, and fun with bodies isn't only about copulation or sex. It could just be a yummy meal, which leads me to next week's show. My dear friend, Dr. Claudia Cano, is going to be on, and we're talking about yumminess. She was born in Mexico, so she has a Spanish accent. And so when she says things are yummy, it actually comes out as jummy. And she has an amazing ability with food and bodies. And so she's like, when she goes, oh, it's so yummy. And so please join us for that show next week. She's just adorable. She's one of my favorite people, and I'm actually going to be in the room with her. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. It should be interesting. All right. So please check out the workshops. Donnielle Carter, DONNIELLE Carter, CARTER .accessconsciousness.com. Yes, folks, for a second I forgot how to spell my own name. It happens. You know, you destroy it on great points of view, and, you know, you forget how to spell your own name. All right, so thank you, guys, and thank you again, Kathleen, for your willingness to be vulnerable and willingness to ask questions. I'm so grateful. And it was a great example for today's topic. So thank you. And thank you for the producers and the listeners who were on. And I just love doing the show. It is the highlight of my week quite often. So if you want to learn more, check it out, Donnielle.com, and have fun. And you guys, make it a great week. Make it a fun week. Enjoy the week. Enjoy your body, because you know what? It's enjoying you. So be back next week. I'll be joined by Claudia Cano. Have a great one, guys. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Right Body for You. Donnielle will return next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A to Zen.fm. We hope you and your body will join us.